What did I think about Klay Thompson calling Reggie Miller the greatest shooter ever after he passed him on the scoring for all time 3 pointers made? And now Klay's in the top five. Klay is one of the five greatest shooters ever. It's just that when you play with a guy like Steph Curry, who is the greatest shooter ever and 3 point shooter, etc., you tend to get overlooked. You always had to be in the shadow of the guy who was more dominant. So what does it say? Klay put that on his Instagram. Is there any beef? Um, it's cool that he acknowledges Reggie Miller. Reggie was a very good player who had clutch shots. Came up big in some big postseason games. But let's not get it twisted. Reggie Miller was never on Steph Curry's level. Not in my eyesight. And I seen both of them at their totality. He couldn't carry Steph Curry's mouth guard. Steph Curry single handedly changed the course of basketball and was a better team leader and a better player. Reggie was strong for scoring, which he could do. But Reggie was not overall in depth as Steph Curry. Not to me, he wasn't. You know, pure scoring, yes. As a pure scorer, one of the best I ever saw for what he did. But not as a complete player, not like Steph, who wills himself, can shoot anywhere on the court and can get you and can beat you. Still making heave shots, still changing the course in front of you. How can you compare that to a guy who took out positions of players? So while Klay may be saying that, was that a diss track? Does he still feel slighted because he got traded away? Look, I thought Klay Thompson, had he been healthy, when he was healthy, he was one of the best two guards, both offense and defense, could guard you, could shoot. But he kind of had to kind of take a Scottie Pippen role to Steph Jordan type role, if you will. He was not that dude. Borderline, one of the 75 greatest players ever. Borderline. But not quite that dude. And certainly, Steph Curry for me towers over Reggie Miller. Reggie, to me, his big impact was a couple series. The one against the Knicks with the points in the last 90 seconds, which was huge. The fight against the Bulls in the 7-game series in 98. And parts of the finals against the Lakers. But he never really, he was never that dude that you sat there and you were like, oh, that he's going to erupt and take it over. He didn't do that. He never did what Steph Curry did against the Celtics in 2022 when Curry led the Warriors over Boston to win the chip. He didn't do that. Undoubtedly, so I don't understand why, Klay could be just having in his feelings, and that's okay. If you really feel Reggie's the best shooter ever, that's your personal opinion. But eyes don't lie. And Reggie Miller was never on Steph Curry's level, as far as I could tell you. I don't even think Reggie was the best male in his own household. I thought Cheryl was the better player, if you want my honest opinion. Because I saw Cheryl Miller bust. And she was bad. And they'd have had a WNBA back in the day, she would have been in the top five easily. She would have been a standard to chase. But, look, Reggie was a good player. But I'm also like some of the people that kind of think he gets a little bit overrated, a bit. Because, yeah, he could score and he could shoot. But he wasn't like this dude that, when you say greatest shooter ever, I'm like, when he played for the Pacers, I thought his coach was the better shooter, even when he retired, Larry Bird. If your coach is better than you are, you don't usually get mentioned in GOAT conversation or greatest conversations. Just saying. So Klay could be in his feelings. He's entitled to that. But if that was some chin music, it wasn't smart because, again, Steph is still a standard. Reggie was never a standard like Steph Curry. But you're entitled to what you think. Just saying. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.